Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Play fake. It's Haener. And his first pass is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Second down throw from Haener. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Saints at 7-4 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want their hands at all times.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Haener on 1st and 10. Completes it to Perry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They run play action with Haener. And going deep for Hill. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Haener. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Haener sets up play action. That is caught by a diving Thomas. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now 2nd and 9. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They run again on first down. Cook. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth. This is taken at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Hooker. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice consistent gain.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Hooker. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Hooker's going to throw it. That pass caught. It's Williams. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd down, Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Play action. Here's Haener to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Haener looking to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Quickly able to add the PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing, Haener. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they...
Touchdown, Detroit! Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Hayner will throw on 1st down. Olave holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, here's Hayner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hayner. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw is Hayner. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because
he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 78 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Brian Brzee, a first-round pick there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hooker now off play action. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Now Cook running right. 104 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Haener here to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Haener from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Again, it's Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They work now on 2nd and 9. Hooker wants to change the look. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go play action. Here's Hooker escaping the pressure right. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Here's Haener looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Haener sets to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field this at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Cook up the gut. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run it again with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Haener looking to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
Here's 1st down. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lit